Zindabad! It's so much a pleasure and a privilege to be here with all of you. With our backs and that's the strength of the communities from all over. We just said it inside that when the World Bank and the sister organization, the International Monetary Fund, came into existence as a post-war major. But the wars are still on. Those are not just battles. Those are in the news of the world. And those battles may be in the valley of Narmada in India, or Amazon in Brazil, or Narmada in Pakistan, or from the fields and the mountain ranges in the African community. It's from there that we are here as a representative group. The real people's representatives cannot come out of electoral politics. So let the World Bank know that maybe they are consulting the governments, but they are insulting the real people's representatives of the farmers, the fish workers, the artisans, the laborers, the indigenous people, the Dalits, the minorities, the LGBT and everyone else. So we here represent, but that's not enough. Their consultations, their dialogues cannot be only with all of us. They have to, if they do, go to the communities and ask the people what is their concept and vision of development. And that is what I think we are here for, reminding them that whatever they do sitting here in Washington DC cannot and need not be acceptable to those who live in nature. Those who do not exploit and cause irreparable damages to rivers, valleys, to minerals, to land, and also to the human form. Ask them and they will tell you, sir, Mr. Jim Kim, even in your own country, that they go a long way and they think a long way beyond generations. They will tell you that your structural adjustments are cultural adjustments. You try to say that you adjust, but no, you make everyone else adjust to your visions, your priorities, your plans, and that is unacceptable. Let us say this once and for all, that we therefore stand from and stand by the communities and not the corporates. Communities, not corporates. Communities, not corporates. Communities, not corporates. While the neoliberal design that is already penetrated not only in the World Bank, every single banking agency, and also, unfortunately, the United Nations, we know that whatever is alive of nature, of culture, of humanity, of the values of equity, justice, self-reliance, people sovereignty, and simple living, that is there up and down in the communities. And that's what we respect, and that's what we want the World Bank to respect. So they may have everything for the borrowers, but we are not borrowers, as we said inside. We are owners, as the African ladies asserted yesterday in the seminar, that we are owners of the resources and hence we are more accountable, we are more responsible, and we know that therefore we have to make the right kind of choice. The choice has to be of the right kind of technology, right kind of democratic processes, and also the choice has to be of the right kind of lifestyle. Otherwise, the kind of changes that the World Bank is promoting and proposing is the change towards consumerism, the change towards corporatism, the change towards more and more exploitation. The safeguards, why should those be there? Yesterday, Brent Blackmender, I must remember him, he said the right kind of question was being asked. Can there be development which can be called development if that requires safeguards. That means that development is making people unsafe, and that is why there is need for safeguards. So we reject that kind of development. The question is of paradigm of development and nothing less than that. We know that they deal with project by project and project by project basis, but we also know that they enter from the back door into our policies through the sectoral loans, through the structural adjustments, by helping through the financial intermediaries and promoting the corporate model of development. Mr. Narendra Modi, when he is welcomed by Obama, we really cannot have the same respect for Obama as we had when he got elected with a huge majority. Because the communal massacre that Mr. Modi is known for, now he is committing another developmental massacre in India, and that is what not just the United States of America, but all those who claim that they are developed and their governments, not the people. You are with us, I know, but they are the ones who are pushing the same kind of model of development. Unfortunately, the governments who are known to be elected governments in the south to north, the Latin American, African and Asian countries are really shaking hands with. And that is why there is a need for alternative. There is a need to stand up with an alternative vision of development, which we all have. We need not only relate us to the safeguard policies. We know that that is going to promote land acquisition. When it says no post-eviction, in the next line it says, but if it is inevitable, then we will compensate for getting the assets replaced, and that never happens. Let me tell you the story of Narmada Valley is this. The lesson is this. They say they have learned a lot from Narmada, but they have always been very bad students. We tried to teach them. But what is it that they have left behind? They made the project a fait accompli with just 5% of the project's budget share. But we also left behind the inspection panel, and we expect that the panel will dissect every single project of the World Bank, provided they respect the inspection panel. Provided they respect the CEO's findings, as in the case of Tata Mundra project in Western India, Modi's own state. Then only the World Bank can claim that we have policies and we have mechanisms, the grievance redressal, the dispute resolution, conflict resolution and so on. But those mechanisms are not working up to the mark because they are hands in gloves with the very attackers, the very exploiters, the very planners who are grabbing our land, our rivers, our minerals, our mountain ranges, our communities, our lives. And hence that life grab, as it was called here, is what we have to accuse them of, whether directly or indirectly, wherever the World Bank is in. Maybe just in the transmission and distribution lines. They were claiming today that they stand for distribution, equitable distribution of benefits. Oh, is that huge a goal as it is ending of poverty? We know when we stand on this side of the road, the poverty ends here and the wealthier and richer representatives stand there. So we are in between, and we know therefore that they cannot just claim these wide goals unless they sit down amongst themselves. They respect their own labor and staff rights. They respect the voices that are same voices but different voices within, and they also try and respect the real democracy. They are not for that, so let us challenge them and we will fight. This challenge is for equity, for justice. It is not only with a negative intentions and negative messages. It is for many things. We want our life to be saved, we want the climate to be saved, we want the planet to be saved, but we also want our rights and resources to be saved, which is the beginning. So we will assert our rights, we will not just beg. They were saying yesterday that why are you asking us? we are asking you because you are not allowing democracies in our country to function, and wherever there is no democracy, you are resorting to the equivalent magnitude of abuses of human rights and civil liberties. So friends, let us join hands. We are one. We will fight. We will win. We will fight.
We will win.
We will fight.
We will win.
No communities, no corporates. Communities, no corporates. Communities, no corporates. All right, give it up for our Thank you so much, Medha. We are at the time when we're going to take a walk. We're going to march around this World Bank and let them hear us from all angles. I want to thank all of our speakers, our incredible speakers, our incredible performers. It's time for us to march. I want to point out, Dr. Kim, for that nose to go back and for us to not see that line anymore. And I want everyone to, the main banners in the back so you can start to move around, to march around. We're going to walk down 20th Street and come back to this park, and you can leave all of your, all the signs here at the end. But I'm going to, so as you start to march over there, let's all chant